All eyes on Doge. Big runner. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big runner. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Monday afternoon. It is President's Day here in the United States. We had a holiday. So there was no stock trading today, but crypto is 24/7. Every day crypto keeps trading, but as you see, I've got a yellow box, and that is Dogecoin in its yellow box right there. And then we have Bitcoin in its own yellow box right here. So there's a Bitcoin's yellow box. Both of them are about a 3.5% swing on their boxes. It looks like Dogecoin's is smaller, but it's actually 3.5%. So here we go. Boxes again. I know, Charlotte, you love the boxes, but it's the way that I look at how the price action is going, particularly when I think things are going to trade sideways for a little bit. So that's what we're looking at. 10 cents is support. And we dipped a little bit below it this morning, came down to about 9.85 on the dip, and then reclaimed 10 cents. So that's what we have going into tomorrow. Now, what's going to happen on Tuesday? There's a lot of scuttlebutt about stock market decline, big selling in the stock market. So tonight, we're going to look at the futures and see what the future says about stocks tomorrow. But if the stock market is going down, crypto may also go down too. We're going to talk about what happened over the weekend again. Why did Dogecoin go up to 11.5 cents? And why did it lose almost all of its gains back down to 10 cents? I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I just want to welcome everybody in. Welcome. I'm KrissPax. Welcome to the show. We're live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sometimes I throw in an extra live, and sometimes I'm traveling, which will be next week. Next week, you'll get a Monday, but you're not going to get a Wednesday, and you're not going to get a Friday because I'm going to be traveling. So enjoy me while you got me. Enjoy me while you got me. Look, there's a lot going on. Let's start with what happened. What the heck happened on Saturday? So this guy, Nikita Beer, however you pronounce it. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the guy. He's like head of product at X, right? He works for Elon. And I just wanted to say up front, I'm not a fan. First of all, I think he's really a Solana guy, to be honest. It looks like his past was all about Solana. And I'm like, no, that doesn't work. Solana doesn't work for me. Doesn't work for me. So there's that, right? Head of product is a Solana fan, which isn't going to help with support of Doge on the X platform unless Elon just tells the guy, hey, do Doge. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. William Shatner, Captain Kirk, might be involved. If you saw my video this morning, yes, there was a Captain Kirk Star Trek reference in my video this morning. Did you guys watch my video this morning? You got to watch all my videos. Here it is right here, a Dogecoin price reset. In that video, I talk about Captain Kirk. Yes, Captain Kirk. And Spock. No, I didn't talk about Spock on this one. I talked about Spock on X. This was the Spock reference right there. Let's go to several moons. There's the Spock. Hey, I cover it all, right? I cover it all. XAI has its own internal grok named Spock. But this morning it was, I'll talk about the LFA in a minute. Anyway, back to Nikita. So Nikita on Saturday said, I generally want crypto to proliferate on X, but applications that create incentives to spam, raid, and harass random users is not the way. It meaningfully degrades the experience for millions of people, only to enrich a few people. And yes, we are launching a number of features in a couple weeks, including smart cash tags that will enable you to trade stocks and crypto directly from Timeline. Let me repeat. We are launching a number of features in a couple of weeks, including smart cash tags that will enable you to trade stocks and crypto directly from Timeline. Trade stocks and cryptos directly from Timeline. I see that, as many, many others did Saturday morning, and said, you mean I can just click on a cash tag and then buy that asset directly on X? He said, from the Timeline. Crypto, stocks, Dogecoin. Yes, Dogecoin. If you see a Doge smart cash tag, you could click on it and buy Doge directly on X. That's what everybody thought. So what happened? People started buying Doge. You couldn't on X, but people were like excited. Well, this is a cool feature, especially for Dogecoin, particularly if Doge is integrated onto X. That would be huge. That would be huge. So what ended up happening? Doge started going on a run Saturday morning. It's like, boom. And then sometime later, because people were tagging Nikita and they were saying, I can't wait to start buying crypto directly on X. And what did our friend Nikita say? This is wrong. X is not handling trade execution or acting as a brokerage, just building the financial data tools and links. He says, this is wrong. And I'm like, dude, you're the one who said you could do it. So you're wrong. Hey, Raiden, how are you, my friend? Welcome. We got memberships, gift memberships from our friend Raiden. Wow. Hello, hello. Gift memberships by BF Gamer, Ricky Ricardo Films, Josiah Say, Jay Niels, and Chazara B. Congratulations, you guys are now members of the KrissPax channel. You get to use, as a member, all of these really cool Doge and Elon and even KrissPax, all kinds of very cool emojis you can only get here on the KrissPax channel. So enjoy. Let's see all of those emojis, custom emojis, courtesy of your one and only KrissPax. But congratulations on the gift memberships. And Braden, thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your support. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So then what happened Saturday night? Well, this thing came out, that this is wrong thing, and Dogecoin ran out of steam. And I posted on X, looks like Dogecoin ran out of steam. And someone on X says, why are you being so negative? I'm like, dude, I'm just telling the truth. I'm just looking at what's happening. It ran out of steam, and then Dogecoin almost gave back all of its gains, but not all the way back down. It was about 9.5 cents when it started Saturday morning, and now we're over 10 cents. So we're a little higher. So this is what this morning's video was about, was a retest, but at a higher level than we were before the weekend. So that's good. Dogecoin showing some good support up here at 10 cents. I know it's only 10 cents and you guys want the moon. We'll get there. We'll get there. Bitcoin is under 69K. Bitcoin Saturday morning was under 69K. It's right where it was. Dogecoin is up higher because Doge is special. But we had Pepe running. We had a bunch of other memes running. It wasn't just Doge. All the memes joined in. Pepe actually did better percentage-wise than Doge, but that's just how it goes. But it was Doge that started it. Doge started it, and that was a good run. So now what are we going to do here, right? Well, Nikita's a jerk. I'm just like, sorry, had a product at X. You're just like, dude, come on. Let's look at Bitcoin here. You know, guys, if you've been on this channel, well, the 69 of you that are here, 69. The 69 of you that are here knows that I'm still a believer in the 4-year cycle. And despite many of you saying this time is different, or we're not going to have a bear market, I present to you, again, the 4-year cycle. Because we're in it, and we're still in it, the Bitcoin 4-year cycle. It's called a Bitcoin 4-year cycle. Dogecoin doesn't actually go on 4 years, and neither do most alts. But Bitcoin does. Bitcoin had a high, October 6, 2025. Bitcoin's previous high was November 9th, 2021. Okay, not quite 4 years. It's my theory of the 3-year, 11-month cycle. I should probably do a whole video on that, but that would get away from Dogecoin. 3-year, 11-month cycle from top to top. I know Dogecoin did not hit a new high in 2025, nor did it eclipse its high in 2021. But Doge is different. Doge front runs Bitcoin on the big spikes, and because, well, it didn't have quite the big enthusiasm and FOMO like it did back in 2021, the high wasn't as high, and it actually hit in December 2024. But we're here now, and we're looking at the bear phase of Bitcoin from 2022, and my friends, we are now in the bear phase, solidly in the bear phase in 2026. That is 4 years apart, and here we are. It is what it is. Did you prepare for the bear cycle? Many of you are just dollar cost averaging. You just continue to buy. You don't care what the price is. Some people like Michael Saylor at Strategy was buying all of this Bitcoin, even up over $100,000. And I was like, what's he doing? So the current price of Bitcoin at 69K, 68 something is still, it means MicroStrategy and all of the Bitcoin that they hold, that they've been buying since 2019, their average price is 73 or 74, somewhere in that range, meaning they're in the red by like $4 billion. Me, I wasn't buying up here, except for the $10 of Bitcoin that I did buy at 125,000, just because it was fun. It was for the fun of it. It was entertainment. And now that $10 worth of Bitcoin is only worth $5. But it was fun. So for those that don't believe in the 4-year cycles, yes, we have the 4-year cycle. It played out perfectly. November, after the October 10th flash crash, signaled Bitcoin falling below the 50-week moving average. And that is when I said, guys, we are in a bear market. And I said that at the beginning of November 2025. If you guys don't believe me, well, you can go look it up. I don't need to prove it to you. I know what I said. So we're surviving the bear market. We are looking for the bottom. We want to buy on the bottom of the bear phase. I have told you, I am not buying right now. I'm waiting for the summer because I think the summer is going to be lower than now. Not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. But that 8-cent Doge that we had recently, that was pretty tasty. 8-cent Doge. That was pretty tasty. Will we go back and visit that? Don't know. Like Ryan says, just TCA. Just keep buying, right? But personally, I got other things going on right now with my money, and I don't have a bunch to buy a bunch of crypto. However, I did invest in this. Yes, this is a 2012 Lexus LFA. It's number 473 of only 500 cars were made. And our friends over at MCQ Markets bought one. MCQ Markets bought an LFA. You can use your Dogecoin to buy shares in this. As I said, I could have bought those shares using Dogecoin, but with the Doge price suppressed, I ended up using fiat. So I bought 25 shares. I have 25 shares of this car, which is like less than 1%, but it's still a cool thing to own some shares in an LFA and support our DeFrancesco friends. Yes, the DeFrancesco family that is all into Dogecoin and accepts Dogecoin as payment if you wanted to invest in a car. Of course, you don't buy the car. They're only selling shares because this car is worth over $800,000. But it was a fun little thing to do. So I'm waiting for Andrew to contact me on X and say something, because it's a cool thing. It's an LFA. Have you ever seen a live LFA? There's only 500 of these cars made. So seeing one live, I do want to see that. I do want to see that. Maybe next time I'm down in Miami, I'll go take them a visit, because I own part of that car now. Anywho, we now have a new CME gap that has formed up here right around $80,000. There was a similar CME gap that formed back in 2022 when the price was going down. And it took almost a year and a half to fill that CME gap. But eventually it did in like 2023 sometime, when Bitcoin finally went back above whatever that price was. So CME gaps, most of them eventually fill. This one is not going to fill anytime soon, I do not believe, because Bitcoin is weak. We are in a bear market. So we're going to watch that CME gap. And we got ETH. Look at poor Ethereum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red months in a row now for ETH. ETH is getting pummeled. But as I said in my video this morning, the guys who manage Harvard's endowment sold their Bitcoin holdings and bought ETH. Now that's all the ETF. It's the IBIT ETF they sold, and they bought the ETH ETF. So they're just buying the ETFs because they think we're probably near the bottom on ETH. Personally, I think ETH has farther to drop. We're at $1,900. We dipped down. Yeah, we didn't even get below 1,900 here. But ETH, my bottom on ETH was here, 1,750 was my price target, 1,750, which it did touch on here on Friday, February 5th. We're now at 1,900, almost up to 2,000. I think we're going to come back down, and we're going to revisit that, maybe down to 1,600 on ETH. Again, I am not very bullish right now. So that's ETH, and that's tough. So what does this mean? Doge spelled backwards is EGOD. Elon Musk said this back in March of 2021. In March of 2021, Elon tweeted, Doge spelled backward is EGOD. Right? And I was just like, that's awesome. That's awesome. Now, many thought that was Elon with his big ego, right? Elon is God kind of thing. Who knows, right? It's just fun. It's just a fun thing. But somebody says, ask Grok to detail the possible meaning of EGOD. And Grok says, Doge backwards is indeed EGOD. No standard etymology exists for EGOD as it's a neologism from the reversal. Likely meanings from online discussions. Number one, EGOD, as in Elon as godlike in memes. Then there's, of course, somebody made a crypto token back then called EGOD. And then humorous takes like God speaks or to be blatantly ignored, often tied back to Elon Musk. So it's EGOD. Doge means waste in Chinese. Oh, let's just not use the Chinese. Yeah, somebody created an EGOD token already. Because people just make those stupid tokens. We don't need more tokens. We got enough. We don't need any more. But that's just me. So anyway, so that's just kind of a fun thing. There's not a lot going on with Dogecoin right now. Our friend John here is having fun with AI, making a nice Dogecoin AI little movie clip, which is fun. So, yeah, I don't want a Solana wallet. I don't want a Solana wallet. I don't have a Solana wallet. I don't support Solana. I don't support a non-coin. So I don't support it. I know you'd love to send me all this stuff. We will all sub. You'll all sub. Yes, I'm a boomer. Okay, guys. You're all here. EGOD, coin to the moon. We will all sub. You will make so much money. 5 figures in fees. Wow. You could buy Doge with the fees. Interesting. ZJ, don't spam or we'll put you in a timeout. Let's hold on, Charmin. Make a Sol wallet. Make a Sol wallet. The chat has been taken over by the EGOD fam. Hey, Motion Maps, how are you? No, you got it. You just put him in a timeout, though, right? You didn't boot him. We'll just do timeouts here. Make a Solana wallet. What should I make a Solana wallet on? Charlie sort of on Phantom. Okay, I'll do it over here. Did I already do a Phantom wallet thing? I might have actually already done it. Okay. A crypto wallet reimagined for DeFi and NFTs. Phantom is your trusted. Let's go to Doge spelled backwards is EGOD. Create a new wallet. I'm getting there. The coin's going crazy. All right. I did already have a Phantom wallet. Huh. I did already have a Phantom wallet. Oh, there we go. All right. I have my Phantom wallet, guys. This is awesome. So where do I don't need that. I'm getting to it, guys. I'm getting to it. We'll get back to the Dogecoin stuff in just a little bit. What's all this AI stuff? I don't want AI stuff. Got to exit out of that. Post it in the chat. Share your address. Okay, I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. All right. Do I give you just the Solana wallet address? It's an FFD address. All right, there it is. All right, eGod. This is now the eGod. There you go. Posted. There it is. How you guys doing? Is this eGod token really happening? Oh, it's an eGod coin. Cool. Doge spelled backward is eGod. Elon Musk said this back in March of 2021. So Mac has it. Oh, it's on pump. Two. I know, right? We're having fun with eGod here. Let's go and let's do this. eGod. So there is an eGod token already. There's 3,890 holders. It's got this OX wallet address for an eGod token that already exists. The price is likely going to need to be a lot higher in order to increase volume. Hashtag EGOT. Not this one. Well, see, that's the problem with these tokens, is because there's so many. Ugh. Sorry, guys. This is kind of a interesting thing about these tokens, right? Which one do I copy? There's a DX one. DXS. DXS. You got it. I'm checking it. Oh, and there's a BK4 one. Oh, you guys. There's the DXS. That has a Doge symbol with an E on it. Got it. Was this like just created? Yeah, this is the new one there. All right. There it is, guys. Live. Happening. People are buying, people are selling on pump.fun. There you go. EGOT. No, I'm not going to make one. Now, there's another one. That's the B4K. All right. Why are there multiple ones being made? We'll get back to the show in just a little bit, guys. I just need to figure out this. No, not that one. That's the DXS one. No, that's Ego. Ego. Yeah, it just keeps going to the same one. Here, let's do it here. Wow, you guys are spamming. I know, BK4. Got it right here. Or B4K, sorry. There you go. We got it. B4K. On pump. And people are buying. And now there's another one. There's so many coins. Oh my God. Thank you for the super chat. I want to do that now. That's a lot of spamming in the chat, guys. How do I show this? Dumb. Thank you for the super chat. Check my Phantom wallet. Well, That's crazy. That is too fast. I got to add a little Solana. Do not sell. This is making me create something new that I don't have. This is not working right. No. This is all happening way too fast for me. Yeah, I don't know how this works. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Well, it's still fluctuating in price quite a bit, this thing. Did the dev sell? Well, I mean, the title of this is Doge spelled backwards is EGOD, so there you go. That's how it works, right? So what is this coin going to get to in terms of its price? I've never been on pump.fun. So, nope. Actually, if I don't claim the fees, then it's like burning tokens, right? Wow, look at this thing move. Crazy. Sorry, guys. Everybody else who was here, the EGOD guys kind of took over here. They kind of took over. Look at the other one now. Thank you for the super chat. That's the BK4 one. Now you want me to go back to the other one? The DXS one, right? That's where I was before. So for everybody else who's not involved with EGOD, you see how crazy this token creation thing is. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Yeah. That's too crazy. Crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. What happened to my stream? It's Annie's fault. Yeah, Danny, I see you. This is Annie's fault. Oh. Well, it's still going up in price. Buy the bit BK4. The DXS launched first. The whole EGOD coin is crazy. Crazy. Yeah, the other EGOD coin doesn't show up. Doesn't show up. Do 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 do. Ah, what my world has come to. Leave Annie out of this. I know, Charlotte, right? The chat's going so fast. I just can't. I can't keep up with it. Can't keep up with it. I do want to go back to the other one though, that I had over here. Coin market cap. Oh, God. DXS, right? Yeah, DXS, got it. That's this one. So it had an initial run. There was a lot of selling, and now it's coming up for a second run here. DXSM. So that's this one. All right, there it is. Claim this one. You have 10K to claim. Crazy. Now, why would I want to make that? I'm still working on it here. God, there's 3 different eGod coins now. Crazy. $35,000 market cap. That's the DX7. But I did watch the other one on the watch list. Just choose one. There, B4K. A lot of buying and selling going on this. Thank you for the super chat. So on that last, Pump Fund is a feature that allows them to send you all the trading fees. B4K has $10,000. Yeah, thank you, Iko. The B4K one. That's this one right here. Yeah, I wouldn't make my own because there's one right here trading, which is B4K. Oh, the chat is happening. That's for sure. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, I don't do this token stuff, the token swap stuff. So it's just not my thing. Stick to B4K. That's what we're looking at right here. But don't call me Gramps. So, yeah. Now there's another one. How many of these are there? Crazy how these tokens work. DXS was the first one. We got B4K is a vamp. Oh. 63N. Don't know that one. Oh, man. B4K sends all fees to you. 63N. Oh, that doesn't show up in my Phantom wallet. How do I have 10%? Not even there. Well, you'd have to send me more on the 63N one. There's my wallet. So crazy. Yeah, there's one from a year ago. Exactly. To. Starts with GTF. That's the one I knew. That's the one I knew. I didn't buy 63 yen. So 63 yen is yet another one. Thank you, Clads. Appreciate it. I've never done these token things. You guys came here. The #1 devs role. Yeah, I've got the other one right here. The XS is this one. Yeah, DXS, Ellie. I see it. It's this one right here. Yeah, this one seems to have more selling going on. So this one pumped up to 000165. Now it's 00002785. There's a pool, EGOD with Sol. That's the liquidity pool, 16,000. And B4K is holding on. Yeah, B4K. It's holding on better price-wise. 50V is 88,000. Yeah, B4K is holding. Charlie. Yeah, I have no idea. This is not my world. This is not my world. Oh. So back down to 80. And DXS is at 24. Yeah, this one's DXS is selling off. You say it's the OG, but it's selling off more. This is crazy, all because I named my stream Doge spelled backwards as EGOD. And we have 3 different EGOD tokens. Down to 20. BK4 is still at 80. Yeah, here's B4K. And the DTF one was from a year ago. Wow. Yeah, I'm just looking at the price action right now. And the price action on B4K is holding up better than DXS. So thank you, Charlotte. Got 10,000 in fees here. I've got the claim here. I've got this. I've got that. Oh. Yeah, you're late, Mitri. Yeah, I don't know, Ace High. This is just what they do, I guess. This is what they do. All because of the EGOD token. It is pumping. Way too fast for me. Way too fast. Yeah, I've got B4K up on the screen. It's up to 134. 134K. The excess is still at 20. How fast is this chat going? Oh my God. You guys, I can't keep up. Ah. Buy some. Hey, daily pet friends. How are you? Mm. Mm, 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 mm. B4K is up to 144,000. So this is still doing well. Yeah, the pump.fun thing was not working. Not working for me, guys. Tough to do technical analysis on a newly launched token. FFD. No, that's okay. I'm not going to show my pump fun account. So, no. Yeah, I'm not going to get my phone involved. Not going to do that. And if the fees get burnt, the fees get burnt. Am I refusing to take 15,000? Yeah. Yeah. They're not tokens. They're just fees. What do the fees get paid in? They're Solanas. Interesting. Hey, I've never done these token things on pump. I don't, this is not how I do crypto. Yeah, Marimello, I agree. Yeah. Here, I'll put my seed phrase in the chat, Charlotte. It's not how you do crypto now. No, it is not how you do crypto now. Oh. I know, it was a joke. Charlotte was making a joke, and it was a good one. Yeah, too good. What is EGOD going to do? I know, right? What's this other one doing? It's holding at about 24K. Well, I'm just looking at the price action right now and seeing what's happening here. It seems to be. Oh, can I draw a box on this? Yes, I can. Charlotte, I can draw a box. Look at that. It's a purple box. I've never drawn one on this before. There you go. There it is. We'll see how EGOD does in the purple box. Yeah, it says when I try and connect your wallet, it's asking me something else. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Yeah, Charlotte, can you explain to me how pump.fun works? Oh. Yeah, I did the phantom signature. And then it said, do I want to like put all my Solana on Pump Fun? Why would I do that when it's in my Phantom wallet? Mufasa, what the heck? Yeah, it asked me that. Yeah, my security on my my wallets is I keep that at the top. And so if it asks me a question that, connecting a wallet of anything that doesn't look right, I don't do it. I just don't do it. So I know, Chudwak. It's just for today. We want your Dogecoin. Yeah, luckily, that's sitting over here. That's what I have Ledger for. Security. So yeah, I'm not using my phone. That's for sure. The DXS one is still here. I'm watching it. But it's losing momentum. So Doge spelled backwards as EGOD became like a real thing. I bought Doge in January 2021 at 2 cents. That was my first Dogecoin purchase. Yeah, Pump Fund has its own token. I made a lot of money on it. I bought some and I sold and made money on it before the bear market hit. So, yep. Yeah, someone tell Baron to buy. Exactly. I sold the pump token, yeah, before it dumped. So, yeah. I get it, Skungur, but I need to research it first. I'm not going to just quickly do a connection like that live. I was connecting my Phantom wallet and it was asking me to move my Solana onto Pump. I've had over an hour to research. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. So, yeah, connected as a hot wallet too. I bought Dogecoin in January 2021 at 2 cents. That was my first Dogecoin purchase. Always security first. Maybe another time, guys. Yeah, the one from 2 years ago. I knew there was one that was made before. Thank you. TTF is a different one. I don't know what that is. Sorry, user, please don't be bearish, but it is a bearish kind of time in crypto right now. I know, Chudwak, right? I've got my life savings on this coin. Well, that's a mistake. It won't become the next Doge. It's a token on pump.fun. It cannot be the next Doge. So I have my rent money on this coin. God. I haven't looked at Fartcoin in a while. Shiba's a token too, I know, and Pepe. Yep, but not the next Doge. I sold my dog to buy this coin. Oh, that's good. Thank you, Charlotte, for keeping up with this. Unicorn fart dust. No, never heard that one, Alex. Unicorn fart dust. What a great name. I sold Rhyme to buy this coin. Yes. Oh, God. If you guys followed me, you would know how I feel about Dogecoin being the only meme coin And all these other tokens are just that. The next Doge confirmed. A peak boomer. Yes, that's me. All of this came from me? Wow. What an honor. Thank you, Mitch. Elon would tweet about it. No, that's not going to happen. The OG DTF one. Yeah, let's look at that one. I've got to get the no, that's not it. That's an OX contract. And when I do a search, it doesn't give me the DTF. See all results. There we go. Do you know how many EGOD tokens there are? Oh my God. There's at least 50 EGOD tokens. And I can't find the DTF one. Not on CoinMarketCap. The DTF one isn't here. It's now up to $20,000. I'm looking for the whole DTF contract so I can copy it over. There it is. There it is. So that's the original one. It's the DTF one, right? Crazy. The original one you created for me 2 years ago? I don't think so. DTF. Still not coming up on CoinMarketCap. I'll go to Dex Screener. Okay. B4K, DXS, OX, DXS. It doesn't even show up on Dex Screener. Oh, sorry, guys. How can I lose people's trust if I didn't do anything? Wow. Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah. Charlotte and Ryan are going to have to explain all this to me. Oh. How can someone be down bad on a token that was just created? And they're not even meme coins, Archinook. They're meme tokens. Dogecoin is the only meme coin. So Chudwack is up. Cool. I know, right, Charlotte? Many crypto influencers are on board in the B4K. Really? For real? So you know. Let me check here. Does it EGOD even show up here? No, it doesn't. Even the OG EGOD isn't on TradingView. You can't send Dogecoin to zero. It's impossible. Yeah, it's too low of a market cap, I'm sure. I was searching for the OG EGOD, the one from a year or two ago. Hey, Tom. Hold the support. We're going up. Come on. I made the purple box here. I made the purple box. 62.9. I know all these different EGOD tokens. Thank you, Mishreen.
Hey, Kriss, this is a message from the Pump Fund community. I just wanted to
Wow, a whole video just for me.
explain to you what's going on today. There's a lot of EGOT tokens. You can upgrade as many tokens as you want on Pump Fund. There was created today because of your stream. There's two different ones. There's DXS, which was released first, and then there's B4K. Now, Pump Fund recently released a feature that allows users to receive the fees from them.
I get it with the fees. All right. But thank you, Charlotte. Yeah, I'll look at the video later. Thank you, 404. Appreciate it. Dumb. Yeah, I'll do it later. I can't. Wow, all caps. Watch now. Well, if there is no later, then what's the point? And all of you, they're not meme coins. They're just tokens. They're meme tokens. Bought the dip, future secured. There you go, Chudwack. I know, right? I sold my house to buy the dip. Meme token sounds bad, I know, but that's what it is. Those are not coins. Trending on Deck Screener. Awesome. Even DXS is coming back up to 30.2. It looks to have bottomed out. Yeah, I know, Maramello. It's all right. Solana tokens are not meme coins. They don't have their own blockchain. So not a coin. Yeah, we're just checking how DXS is performing. Thank you, Charlotte. Doge does have its own blockchain. Created in December 2013, Billy Marcus. It is a proof of work cryptocurrency that has mining and is a true coin. A lot of people use it. Billy's depressed for a lot of reasons. But yeah. Now, we're not booting everybody, Maramello. It's quieting down. There are going to be tokens launched on Dogecoin. It's coming with Doge OS. I'm not a fan, though. Yeah, you can stop, Charlotte. Only if they, break the rules. Nope, BNB tokens are not meme coins. Doge OS is on Solana now. It's going to move over to, or not Doge OS, but the Anon coin. And it's going to move over to Doge. Yeah, I know, Tom. It's all right. Ethereum used to be a coin. It used to be a proof of work crypto, but they changed that. So now ETH is tokens. Yeah, Tom, I'll turn it on after this. I had no idea this was going to happen today. Charlie's working overtime, yeah. I can't multitask like Charlotte can. Yeah, I've got a long filter list, Tom. Yeah, I'll look for that afterwards. But thanks, Tom. Oh, Ryan's out with the boys. He's missing all the fun. Oh. Claim the fees, then do a giveaway to everyone that lost their life savings. Well, that's the problem right there. Lost life savings. God. Now there's some FB7 thing. Or that's your own personal. Oh, that's your own wallet. You're looking for someone to give you something? I know. Exactly, DB. We've seen in the past tokens can run to millions and billions, especially from pump.fun, but it can also go up. You get a lot of people buying a bunch and then it drops. And I'm not going to be part of that. Charlotte pulls out the old 6-7. Oh, but Dogecoin is up 99% from its launch, noob. So depends on how you look at it. No, I do not deal with the pump fun ecosystem at all. Peanut started on pump. Interesting. Right. Everyone that trades on pump fund knows they're taking a risk. know we look at the Fartcoin chart quite a bit. Haven't looked at it a lot lately. I know, Tom, right? Mm-mm-mm. I'm just kind of watching what happens with these now. Yeah, I couldn't find that DTF token, Nappy. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm going to look for it somewhere else. Oh, there it is. There is the DTF. Started in December 2024. Some crazy wicks. Look at that wick. In May. Crazy wicks. Volume started ticking up here in 2026 on this. So this is the DTF EGOD. Again, started in December 2024. So many EGODs. Who knew when I started this live stream? Wow, look at that green candle now on this one. Whoa. Just because I'm talking about it, somebody just bought a crap ton of it. What a crazy world. Thank you, Crypto Falcon. I'm trying the best I can here. Thank you, Charlotte. I'm playing with people's livelihoods, just sitting here in my office doing a live stream. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, we just looked at DTF. It's this one right here. Up 59%. Oh no, that's 59% progress. It's up 200%. Just because I showed it. Wow. And then we've got this one. Oh. This is the DXS one. It's at 18,000 still. So it's leveling out, going sideways. People are still buying and selling. I had a brain error because it was overwhelming me. I know. Guilt-tripping threat stuff, right? I know, DB, right? Okay, EGOD people, that's enough. We're done. Dogecoin at 10.06. We were talking Dogecoin earlier here. Thank you, Seventh Saint. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. The coin's still holding on. Noob Mini, you have a lot to learn about life. I'll just put it that way. You've got a lot to learn. I was going to talk about Logan Paul. Do you know how much Logan Paul made today? Or, sorry, last night, selling a Pokemon card? Do you know how much he made? He bought this card for $5 million, over $5 million, and he sold it for over $16 million in auction. Now, out of that 16 million in auction, let's say it was 11 million profit. He normally would have profited 11 million. And then, well, he's got to pay the auctioneer, and the auctioneer maybe gets 3. So that leaves him with about 8 million net profit. But then he's got to pay taxes on that for the profit. And let's say his taxes are like 30% or something. So now he's down to, well, it's still over $5 million of profit for Logan Paul. $5 million of profit. So I was hoping Low Roller came in here. We could talk about a Pokemon card, but today was kind of crazy. Maybe he came in for a few minutes and said, what is this stuff? What is this stuff? So yeah, we're going to talk about this. Somebody bought this card for $16 million. Now, he was looking pretty happy on the video earlier that I saw with that. He was looking pretty happy because we know he lost so much money on NFTs and other things. But this, wow. Thank you, Marmella. Appreciate it. Yeah, low roller probably said, nah, I'm out of here. Yeah. Yep. You guys go back and trade your tokens. Good luck. Good luck to everybody. Scaramucci's son bought the card? Is that right? Wow. I was wondering who bought it. But you bought the top, dude. Whatever it is. Whoever bought it, you bought the top. Oh, DB, right? How about them fees? Oh. Yeah, I think the OG EGOT is definitely the is the one. It's already been out for over a year. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it, Joe. Appreciate it. Anyway, so that was big news today. And then, of course, Kuno says, yeah, remember the rock NFTs? The rocks? Somebody bought this for $942,000 a little over a year ago. A rock NFT. Remember those NFTs? It was just like, man. And you get the different rocks with the different shapes and different patterns and things. It was like rocks. And you don't even own the JPEG. Right? You own a link. The JPEG sits on some server somewhere. $940,000. Well, NFTs are going to come back probably, but I think it's going to be in a different manner. I imagine there's always going to be like the pudgy penguins, and those things. They'll probably continue, but God, remember the rocks? Yeah. These were probably the most dumb and probably signaled the top of that NFT craze were the rocks, because it was like, man, $940,000 for a JPEG of a rock. I know, it's a rock, right? It's a rock. Ordinals are stored directly on the Bitcoin blockchain. Right. But these other NFTs weren't. I don't know if this was an ordinal or not. But yeah. It's a good looking rock. Yeah, Chuck. It's a good looking rock. $940,000. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. And all of the like the Bored Apes, there was another thing I saw on X earlier today about Justin Bieber had bought one of those Bored Apes, and now it's hardly worth anything. It's like, wow. Yeah, I don't think this one was an ordinal. It's a bargain. Worth every penny. Yeah, Grinder. Worth every penny. Oh, man. Craziness. We could ask Grok, right? Were the rock NFTs An ordinal on the Bitcoin blockchain. Yes, the rock NFTs, known as the Bitcoin rocks, are Bitcoin ordinals, a collection of 100 digital artifacts inscribed directly onto individual Satoshis. Look at that. At the peak hype 2023, some sold or were listed for extremely high values. Wow. That is crazy. Yeah, I did not buy any NFTs. I did not. They're traded in Bitcoin. Oh, this one was something else. This was a different kind. Not the, could have been. I wasn't really following the NFTs that closely. The original eGod is this one. Launched in December 2024. Still up 50% over the past 24 hours. This crazy price move here. And if I influence that, that just says more about how these tokens work than anything else. That's all. But it begins with DTF. Begins with DTF. Ask Grok if it's safe to claim creator fees from Pump Fun. Yeah. Should always spell Doge, Doge. Well, I have learned. I have learned now. The only Doge is worth it in the long run is Doge. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I saw that in the news earlier. Robert Duvall. He was like 95 years old. He was awesome in The Godfather. I remember that. I caused 10 different eGod tokens to pump. Wow. Chuckles, Charlotte, Charlie. No, she's Charmander today. Charmander Chardonnay. Oh, I have a headache now. That was crazy. That was crazy. Oh. All because I started a stream today based on an old Elon Musk tweet that Doge spelled backward as eGod. I could become the eGod father. Yeah, I get it, Campo. Well, good you came back. Oh, William, you missed all the fun. You missed all the fun. Oh. You bought a small bag of the original EGOD? Yeah. You thought I lost my mind? No, I was just letting that whole thing play out. I'm still me, Red Bull. I'm still me. Oh. It was only a matter of time till that whole thing played out. I will look at the original one, Malachi. I will look at the original one. $3,000 market cap. Yeah. Yeah, Hubert, claiming 15,000 doesn't make you richer than Elon. Not quite. Not quite. Yeah, now down to 23, 22. We're just watching it. Yeah, the DTF one. Can you imagine, Charlie, if I changed my intro to all eyes on EGOD? All eyes on EGOD. That is true. The pump fund ecosystem is crazy. I get that. When did Elon tweet? Yeah. Which one was it? I still have it open here. It's one of these. Right there. Elon tweeted it March 6, 2021. Doge spelled backwards is EGOD. That was 5 years ago almost now. Almost 5 years ago. It was just for fun. All that crazy Dogecoin stuff was going on. What's a stock market? I know, right? Big run up to the moon. Oh. I know, back in 2021. Yeah, the OG didn't come till 2024. A fine wine. Chardonnay in this case, right, Compo? Yeah, Charlotte's cool. Thank you, Charlotte, for keeping up with the craziness. Thank you for the craziness. Back at you. Yeah, I knew that EGOD token had launched. I didn't remember when, but we took a look at it. I've got its contract. I've just never done that token stuff. So, Kendall, how are you? How's it going? Gensler's a great company. They have a lot of offices around. They've got New York, they've got Boston. I think New York was the first one. They used to do just interiors, but then they branched out to doing whole buildings, and they've got a great portfolio. So good luck, Kendall. They're a good firm. You'll learn a lot. Do well. Good luck. Gensler's a good firm. Duchess is in the house. How are you? You missed the craziness earlier. And craziness it was. All right, Kate, I need to get a drink. After all that, I need to get a drink. And Will as well. I don't think anyone's going to scroll back. No Modelos in the house right now. No Modelos, but I do have some spiced rum, I think. It may just be the spiced rum. Oh. So you're drinking already? Way to go. Oh. No, nobody's going to be scrolling back on this one. I don't think so, man. Oh. All right, gang. Hey, what an interesting day, night, whatever. It was crazy. I will do my research. I will learn more, all of that. But right now, just focusing on this and what's happening with Doge. And hey, Josh. Yeah, I'm just signing off now. So I hope everyone has a great evening. I'll be live again on Wednesday, 4 o'clock. I hope everyone has a great evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.